In 2015, Ryan Trahan was just a normal guy, just like many of us, uploading his YouTube videos in high school until his YouTube channel skyrocketed and started to get millions upon millions of views. He hasn't even had a video under 8.6 million views this year. How the hell is that even possible? So to get to the bottom of his unbelievable YouTube success, I've spent 40 hours this week watching, researching, and analyzing why this has happened and how you can use this to improve your editing, understand more how YouTube works, and to grow your own channel. To do this, we'll be looking at his thumbnails that are some of the most clickable thumbnails on the platform. The clear and simple structure he uses in almost every single video, breaking down his many different story techniques so you can use them too, how Ryan has become an authentic friend to his audience, his simple effects, how to do them, and why they are so effective. And finally, to top it all off, looking at his unfair advantage he is gaining over almost 90% of YouTubers, which is actually surprisingly simple and anyone can do. Just a warning before we start, I promise you after you watch this video, Ryan Trahan's videos are going to look completely different to you. Because even though I've broken down hundreds of videos in the past and edited for some of the biggest creators and brands on the platform, I was really quite surprised at what I discovered. Ryan's thumbnails look incredible and are so enticing to click, but why is that? And how do they make his thumbnails go viral? Well, he is using a very simple 3-step formula of what, how, and why. His title is always the what, his thumbnails show how, and he is delivering on that title. But what really takes his thumbnails to the next level is he is always giving a reason why you should watch. So many YouTubers repeat the same things in their titles and their thumbnails, but you should never ever do this. Use the text in your thumbnail to spark an extra thought for the viewer and create something new that wasn't in the title, creating that extra curiosity to make them click. But how does he get these thumbnails to catch your eye in a split second and not blend into the thousands of thumbnails that people don't click on every single day? Well, obviously they're very bright, they have a lot of saturation, but crucially the colours are contrasting so they pop and stand out. If these suits were blue, they are much less eye-catching to the viewer.
Likewise, the yellow and blue contrast here to draw your eye.
I will link to some great tutorials on how to add highlights, change colours for thumbnails so you can use them too in your videos in the description. But going back to the why of the video, this is the most important part of the thumbnail because it leads into the intro of the video. It's the foundation of the video and the reason that most viewers are going to be watching. It's embedded into his clear intro structure that's in so many of his videos. Opening the video, he is always very relatable to the audience, instantly making them think by asking them questions, and then being very relatable, referencing situations they might have found themselves in, and explaining more about the why from the thumbnail, teasing how it might be answered, giving you reasons to watch. What you might not know is there are two main reasons why viewers click off a YouTube video: when they stop understanding what's happening, or when they stop caring about what's happening. How does Ryan stop this from happening and stop viewers clicking? Well, he instantly sets the stakes. In this video, he literally says it. Let's break this down word for word, because every sentence is literally set up to either make you as a viewer understand what is going to happen or why you should care about what is going to happen.
I'm going to restaurants in my city that literally have 0 ratings. They could be incredible, they could be horrible, and it's all up to me to decide. And for the absolute best restaurant in my city, I got this plaque made. Basically, it just says, Ryan's favorite restaurant in Austin, Texas that previously had no reviews up until Ryan reviewed it. Now that you know what's at stake in this video, let's eat.
And just to top it off, throughout the intro, he is always telling you and showing you, most importantly, which gains the viewer's trust, and that this video is going to be worthy video of your time as a viewer. But just quickly, if you are enjoying this video, let me know by hitting the like, maybe leaving a comment and subscribing, because we've got plenty more content coming in 2025, and I'm so hyped to release it for you guys. It's going to be a big year, 2025. I can feel it. Throughout his videos, Ryan is constantly telling stories, whether that's throughout the whole video or smaller storylines used to re-engage the viewer. A classic storytelling technique is setup, conflict, resolution, but there are so many more that you can use in your videos so that your stories don't get old and they still engage the viewer. So let's go through a couple. Explanation, raise a point, show footage to back this up. Ryan is constantly doing this throughout his videos, and then take it further to explain why this is happening and what is the effect of this. Fix the problem. Something is wrong. Can we find a solution? how did it work out? An open loop, create a question, explore the potential answers, then we resolve. But all of this isn't enough to guarantee Ryan's success on YouTube. A huge part of his success is the thumbnails and the structure that we've just been through, but being genuine and relatable is a huge part of that. And a lot of the time, this is done through the editing for these 3 huge reasons. He leaves in funny and awkward moments.
Guys, I'm sorry. I found the mini donks.
He keeps it simple and makes the viewer feel like he is on their level.
I think not wearing a suit made me a little bit less intimidating. I'm pretty naturally intimidating as it is, just the way that I normally am every day. A lot of people kind of just scared of me the way that I look. Anyways.
He even leaves in shaky and poorly filmed clips.
You can't really tell because it looks like I'm actually surviving a blizzard right now, but all those lights in the distance, that's Portland, Oregon. Beautiful.
Ryan is creating a relatable video here, not an Oscar-winning film, and Ryan knows this. He is making the audience feel like he is not above them, being authentic, relatable, and just like you. This builds a stronger, more genuine viewer who is much less likely to click off the video because they aren't just there for a good video, they are there for Ryan too. And this is only doubled down on with his effects, and they are very simple and easy to do.
So let's break down this effect.
Boom, explosion of flavor. Whoa, salt. Boom, yummy.
So to do this text effect, we're going to start by clicking Ctrl-T to get our text, and then just type in whatever word you would like. I've gone for boom, you know, to match Ryan's. Then we're going to go to our properties panel and then align it just in the middle. Start off by keyframing the scale, starting at 100 and then wherever you want your clip to end, doing 150 or however big you want the text to be at the end of the text animation. And then at that same point, we're also going to keyframe the opacity. Add 1 keyframe at the end, 1 keyframe at the middle, and the keyframe at the end we want to be 0. Then go into our effects, grab Gaussian blur, drop that onto the text, and then we want this to start before the opacity. So we want to start going a little bit blurry before it starts to vanish. So keyframe the blurriness at 0 at the start, and then at 100 by the end. And then that should give you this effect.
But without the next point, everything in this video would be useless to Ryan. And he would have never have made it to the YouTuber that he is today and would have never have been so successful. And it's actually really quite simple, and literally any of you watching this video right now could actually do it.
And just quickly, I didn't really do this, but a massive shout out to Taylor Gunn. He's a fellow editor, having edited for Mr. Beast in the past, but is now making incredible content about mental health on YouTube, which is so important if you're struggling or in need of any advice, so go check it out. The link is in the description.
See, Ryan knows that YouTube success doesn't happen overnight. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And by keeping going and not quitting, uploading regularly, continuing to learn and making mistakes, he has continually put himself ahead of all the aspiring YouTubers who have not done this and who have uploaded every 3 months. Think of any successful YouTuber that you watch. They all have one thing in common. They have all been on YouTube for at least a year. And they have pretty much all had a period of time where they have uploaded regular content on their channel or platform to gain a connection with their audience. It might sound boring, but it's true. To make it on YouTube, at the very least, you need to be consistent and stick at it for a long period of time. Well, unless you're a really big celebrity, but I'm guessing you're probably not if you're watching this video. Unless you actually are, then I guess, hi. Do you need any videos editing?